Namaste yogis, welcome back to Yin Yoga Flow. I'm Clint. Today we're going to be moving through a nice and easy Yin class, something so soft and simple that you can start your day with it, you can finish the day with it. It should open up your spine a little bit more and generally make you feel just that little bit better. Now, if you want to have a couple of blocks, if you think you might need them, grab a hold of them now and get prepared. But before we start, what I'd like to mention, with Yin Yoga, we're going to hold the poses for an extended period of time. What that means is I don't want you to go too deep. So as we start to move, find a position that's around about a 3 on your level for stretch. When it becomes a 4, just back away from the stretch just a little bit. And if it becomes less, just move a little deeper into it. So with that being said, we'll just make our way in and get started, settle on in, have a deep breath and start to enjoy our class. So when you're ready, find a comfortable seat and gently close your eyes. Relaxing the muscles on your forehead, relaxing your eyebrows, taking the tongue away from the roof of your mouth and beginning to breathe as deep and as fully as possible. Taking a big inhale, raise your hands right up to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big inhale, hands right up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Big inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice and easy, rubbing your hands together nice and quickly, generating heat and energy. And placing your hands softly on the closed eyes, absorbing all of that energy. Gently opening your eyes, and we'll begin. Alright, so when you're ready, sitting both hip bones square on the mat, tuck into that deep inner smile, raise the corners of your mouth, take a big inhale, raise your hands right up to the sky, and gently sway when you get here. Opening up your side body nice and gently. Breathing deeply and fully. When you're ready, we're going to let the right hand come down to the mat, extending over to where you feel is appropriate for you. Breathing fully. Inhaling back up. Find that gentle sway once more. Softly and gently, let the left hand come down to the mat, extending over, opening up the lateral side of your body. Getting rid of any to-do list you might have going on inside your mind. Clearing the space for wherever you are right now. Inhaling back up the center, nice and easy, stretching up nice and tall. Find a big strong breath. Exhale, taking your left hand to your right knee, twisting to look over your right shoulder. Finding that space, both your thumbs are fully grounded. Listen to the sounds of India in the background. Big inhale, come back through to center, nice and tall, pushing up easy. Let the right hand come down to the left knee, twisting right around as full and as deep as you possibly can go. Big inhale, back through to center, hands right up, nice and tall, pushing up high and extending out as far as feels comfortable for you. And gently folding at the hip. So imagine a long flat back. Might be nice to extend coming up onto your fingers, find that space and gently moving forward. Inhale slowly as we walk our hands back in. Coming up, find your perfect posture, placing your hands behind your back. And we'll just take a soft back bend here. It's only early in the class and you may not have done too much back bends today. So just gently, if it feels good, rocking through, bending your elbows just a little. If it feels even better, maybe taking your hips up off the ground. Continue finding an easy movement here. Alright, nice and gently, we'll all meet in our tabletop position. So coming into tabletop softly and gently, finding your space, big strong breath. Taking a big inhale, lowering your belly down towards the mat, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rolling your spine back up, looking towards your knees and your navel. Inhale, roll through, look up. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale fully and deeply, as much as you possibly can. Exhale, rolling your spine back up. Coming back to your neutral spine. So our first position is going to be puppy pose. So you want your hips directly on top of your knees, and where our arms work, we're going to walk our hands out nice and gently. Extending down slowly and breathing fully. So finding your own edge here, it might be nice to have a block, just sit underneath your forehead. Either way, it doesn't matter where you are here. What matters is that you feel great and you're breathing nice and deep. We're here for about another 1 minute, so don't stress, it's not going to be too much. But try to be present with your breath, present in your mind, letting the day go, letting the future go, forgetting about the past. It's only a short practice today. Very good. From here we're going to slide through softly and gently to our Sphinx pose. So it's really important to listen to your back here. If you have some back problems, maybe it feels nice to take your feet just a little wider. You're going to bring them, if you don't have back problems, just have them a little closer. Elbows are directly under the shoulders, opening and arching your back just a little. Now it's very important here that you listen to your body. When I say listen to it, if you have any pain, back away. We're not trying to reach any certain goal, we're just trying to enjoy the present moment, open up and create some space. But if you have got space and it's feeling quite fine, engage and come up into Sphinx pose. Breathe fully and deeply. Relax the glutes, big long inhales, and even longer exhales. Big long inhales, big longer exhales. Now for the second half of this pose, you can stay here if this is enough for you. If you'd like a little bit more, we're going to push our hands into the mat and come into seal position. So opening up the chest, walking the hands just back, just a little more. So finding that space, arching gently, and again your lower back should be completely relaxed. Glutes are soft. There's a big smile on your face again. I know I mention this one all the time, but I need to remind us all to smile, not just you, me in particular. Breathing fully. So this is quite an intense pose. So if it's ever at all too much here, just back away from it, come away from the stretch. Alright, softly and gently lowering back down. Nice and easy, find a little bit of space here. Let your chest relax, find a little space, wiggle a little left to right. And when you're ready, we're going to push the hands underneath the shoulders and make our way back to a wide knee child's pose. So this is a really favourite place to be. Knees are as wide as feels comfortable. If you have a little bit of back pain, maybe you don't want them so wide, maybe a traditional child's pose if you have that back pain. If you'd like to go a little deeper, we're going to move into the wide knee child's pose. Let the head come down. Again, you might want to block underneath the forehead. We just find an appropriate position for you. Don't forget to breathe as full and as deep as possible. Imagine that breath going right into your belly, taking it right in, filling you up, and then exhaling and letting it all go. Enjoying the last handful of deep breaths. Really try and focus your mind just to your breath. Let everything else go. softly and gently, beginning to move, find a little bit of subtle movements here, and we'll rock back up nice and slowly, and all meet in our tabletop. When you get into tabletop, just move your knees in a little bit if they aren't already, and rock around, exploring in the hips. Find something that feels good here for you. Maybe you twist your wrists back around just a little, just to open up. Any which way that feels good. Now I encourage you, if you do something on one side, always do it on the other side as well. Even if one side's more flexible than the other, always do both sides. Alright, nice and easy. So from our tabletop, we're going to move straight into our low lunge from here. So with a big inhale, we rock forward and find a place. It's okay to move it forward with your hand if need be. Letting that knee come down and soft and easy breathing. I like to use the blocks here because I'm really tapping into the psoas muscle. So what we want to do is tuck the tailbone under, let the chest come up and high just a little, and find that space. Now it's up to you, maybe you feel like you can get more by taking that knee off the ground, but since we're going to be here for 2 minutes, it's nice just to breathe with the knee down. It's nice to hear the sounds of construction of India in the background. So if you don't already know, I'm in Rishikesh in India, which is the world capital of yoga. Another few breaths here, softly and gently, settling on in, engaging in those psoas muscles, opening up your hips. Alright, softly and gently from here, place your hands on the mat, step back to your tabletop, have a nice and easy rock around in the hips, and when you're ready we'll bring our left foot forward, back to our low lunge. Yeah. For me personally, I like to have the blocks here, but this is entirely up to you. It's your practice. Softly and gently breathe. Engage, tuck that psoas under. We've got about another 30 seconds here, listening to your body again. I know I say that quite a bit, listen to your body, but I want you to listen not just for what feels tight or feels uncomfortable, but I want you to listen to what feels good. And that way you can really dive into what feels good and get away from anything that doesn't. Essentially, how we are on the mat is how we want to be in the real world. So instead of stepping back to our tabletop, this is a big move, this one. We're going to widen out the left foot just a little bit, tuck the right toe, and we're going to step forward to dangling. So we're going to literally bend our knees as much as we possibly can. Let our elbows relax, soft and easy, sliding side to side. Breathing as full and deeply as we can. We're not going to stay here forever. Settling out gently. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. And imagine that traction of your spine simply lengthening out, creating extra space between the vertebrae. Gently and easy, one vertebrae at a time. We're just going to roll up to standing nice and slowly. So tuck the tailbone under on the roll up, nice and gently. One vertebrae at a time, rolling up. Roll your shoulders back, nice and gently. Extend through the hips and spine. Full inhale takes your whole body up. Nice and easy exhale, rolling it back down. So no pressure here, softly and gently. Coming back down, big strong breaths. Letting yourself down nice and easy. So bending your knees one at a time, gently, and make your way to an easy, comfortable seat. So when we come down into our seat, we're just going to sit up nice and tall for one big breath here. And gently find our own variation of the forward fold. So I'm going to use the blocks here, and it's perfectly okay to round your spine when we're not putting pressure on it. So with the blocks, and we're not forcefully pushing down, find your own edge. Maybe the blocks are nice and high, maybe this is exactly where you are. And that's perfect. You can even take it higher than that if need be, but the whole intention is to soften and relax in your back. Maybe a little lower as you notice the stretch get a little bit lighter. We'll be here for just 1 minute. So as that stretch gets smaller, gently roll. We're not necessarily trying to lengthen the hamstrings, we're more just trying to relax and soften the lower back. Very good, nice and easy, one vertebrae at a time. Just rolling up to your seat. Now we're just going to move forward a little bit more on the mat, bent knees. Slowly lower yourself down, but we're going to hold on to these blocks. And we're going to place one up in the center of your back between your shoulder blades. Nice and gently. It may take a little bit of working out exactly where you want to be here. And the other block just as a pillow underneath your head. Now you can put your legs any which way that feels good here for you. Does not really matter. Maybe you have them in butterfly pose so you get the bonus of the hip opener as well. But this is going to help you loosen your upper back, mid back, open up your shoulders. This is a personal favourite. I spend a lot of time in this pose. It's important to remember that you can do yoga any time of the day, whether you're sitting, watching TV, you can find a position that's just encouraging a little bit more movement. Sometimes you could be doing anything, maybe reading or whatever it happens to be. Just be mindful with your body and make the most out of every situation or every moment that you possibly can. So this is where I'll be leaving you guys here. You can either move the blocks to the side and come into Savasana, or if you're beginning the day, maybe you want to just finish off nice and easy from here and just have a rest. So it's entirely up to you. You've got as much time as you want for your Savasana, but you don't necessarily need me to lead you through it. So wherever you are, whether you're sitting up nice and tall or whether you're in your Savasana, just take a great, big, grateful breath. Fill your body with gratitude. Fill your body with love and radiate kindness. Take a big inhale wherever you are. If you're sitting up, raise your hands to the sky. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment just for yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed very much and look forward to hearing your responses from this.